Good morning, friends. How are you? And in today's video, we are coming to you from this lovely place of employment. I hope you're all doing great, had a great weekend. And I am so excited to talk to you about today. Just kidding. Y'all know I'm being silly. All right, what is the temp? Today is Monday, September 22nd. And it is 60 degrees, 93% humidity. The wind is at 1 mile per hour. The high today is supposed to be 80. And we have now gone about, I'm going to say 20 days without rain here. Maybe longer. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's starting to get dry. We need some rain, but I don't want a storm. And this is what worries me, because last year at this time, this is about the way it was. We're coming up on the anniversary of Helene. But anyway, hopefully nothing like that's going to happen this year. You know, right now there's nothing out there that's, I think, coming toward us. But y'all know it's rare we don't have, in the United States, an Atlantic storm or Gulf storm not hit the United States. Very rare. So don't think it's over. As I said, don't let your guard down. Okay, we'll talk about Tim for a minute or two, or 15, 20, 25, and see what happens there. Now, I am filming with an app, but supposedly this is filming in the new 17. I don't know if that's true. Now, I don't try to upload in 4K. Now, y'all go back through one of Tim's videos, and every time he says 4K, take a shot. And I'm sure you'll be intoxicated pretty quick. Or drink your water, and that way you'll get your water in for the day. Anyway, I don't know what it's going to do. Now, I think that it's probably not as filtered as sometimes they are, but yet you don't look bad. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Okay, as you know, Tim's been hiking. You know, he's just doing all this wonderful stuff, and it's just making him feel so good. He is just in touch with everything. He feels, you know, all this great excitement and just joy. He just can't get enough. Now, I didn't watch every video. I didn't watch anything on Saturday from him. I decided I needed a break a day from him. So I did watch yesterday afternoon, and I watched the one this morning that he said took forever to go up. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the one where he goes to buy the parking pass once again. And my question is, why does he not buy either a weekly pass or an annual pass? If he's going to be there much longer, he might as well buy the annual pass. Now, I know he's doing it at $5 a day, but if you buy the annual pass, you have it. And that way, if he comes back next year, and if he comes back about the same time, he'll still have several days on it. Anyway, I don't understand his thing. You know, I would go ahead and buy the annual pass just so I didn't have to worry about it. I mean, and that way I've got it. I can just go on to wherever I want to go and park and be done with it. But no, he has to make a big deal of it. And, you know, I just don't understand him at times. He don't make no sense to me. It's like he's looking for drama. And I saw something yesterday that said if somebody mentions the word drama in their videos, or they mention that this or that, then you know that they thrive on it. And I do think he thrives on it because he thinks it brings him views. Anyway, so when he was printing out his ticket at the kiosk, which is where I bought mine, and this lady was there, and you know, I don't know what he did. I don't know if he was trying to jump line or just, who knows with Tim, what's going on with him. You know, everything revolves around him. This lady that was standing there said, when he walked up on her, she jumped and she said, "You scared the shit out of me." Now, the only reason I said that is because Tim makes a big deal out of that word when he goes around all the time saying bitching. Everything is bitching. Everything is bitching. That's okay to say, but then the S word's not okay to say. I just don't get it. And I'm not telling him to curse, but if you're going, don't say one word is better than the other. I don't think of the S word is near as bad as the B word. But that's my opinion. And I guess it don't count. Okay, and he goes off on her, telling her that he didn't come upon her. He's innocent of everything. He never does nothing wrong. Nothing. And he was probably rude. And so, but then he chooses to talk about her on YouTube. Talking about that she was in the wrong and all this stuff. And I'm like, you're telling her side of the story. I wish this woman would. I wish she knew he had a channel and would come on and comment on one of the hater channels. Don't have to be mine. It could be any of them. I would just love to hear her side of the story. That's all I'm saying. Because I just have a feeling that it was totally different. Well, then he had to insult her looks. He had to insult what she said about, you don't come up on a young lady like that. And then he starts trying to be nice about it. And I'm going to go ahead and insert the clip here.
Step over a little something here. Oh, man. It's 9:32. I don't know what it is. I just feel so excited. Started off kind of weird when I got my parking ticket this morning. Story goes, UPS didn't open until 9, so I couldn't get the thing printed. Thank God I didn't purchase it yet online, or that'd been a waste. And then I got to the Sugar Land Visitor Center, and they were closed till 9. But fortunately, they had kiosk. They had kiosks that you could do it. And I did that. But I walked past the kiosk to go inside to do it, thinking they were open at 8, which is what Brock told me. He was wrong again. Doesn't open till 9. I pulled on the door, but I pulled my shoulder out. People were laughing, like, they don't open till 9. So I go to the kiosk, and I walked up, and I saw a lady. Now, they're in the middle of the parking lot.
In the middle of the parking lot, really, on the sidewalk, 3 of them, for people to walk up and buy their ticket. And it's 8:40. And I just spoke up and said, is it easy? This
woman literally jumped out of her skin. She said, oh my God, you scared the S out of me. She cursed. And I said, oh, sorry. She says, never walk up on a young lady. I'm like, so I kind of lost a little bit. Look at these steps, man. I said, I didn't walk up on anybody. I said, I'm just walking by. She had some kind of paranoia. Startled her, and she just lost her cookies. And so when she said, never walk up on a young lady, she says young lady. I won't go in
her description. But anyway.
Okay, now I'm back. Now you can give me your opinion on what do you think he was trying to do. Why did he even bring it up? That's my point, is that if I had a run-in with somebody, I'm just not going to bring it up on my video. Not that I've had any run-ins with anybody, but it's just not something I'm going to blast on YouTube. And there you have it. There you have it. Now, he got coffee from whoever the couple was. I don't know. So that goes to tell you that if you don't bring gifts or blessings to him, then he don't want anything to do with you. He don't want anything to do with you. And maybe that's where Stuart's missed out, because Stuart hadn't bought him a gift. And I know coffee's not that much to worry about, but still, it's just the point. Why do you have to bring him a gift? Now, I know if you're going to someone's home to eat dinner or, sometimes you take a gift. But this, I feel like, is, that this couple only knows Tim from YouTube. And, you know, he's broadcasted where he's at. And he's answering the door. Let's wonder where his mind changer was at. Let's picture that in our mind. And then, because they got coffee, oh, they're fine. They're great. They got McAfee. Well, let me tell you, I can't stand that coffee. Now, it's fine at the restaurant, but I used to like it, but he has made it to where I totally dislike it. And, you know, but I'm not going to let him do that to me about Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. I was there first. He's the one that copied me. I'm just going to put it out there. He probably copied Stuart, but okay, he copied Stuart and myself by going there. I'm just going to put it out there. Yes, I'm being a narcissist right now. Anyway, I don't care. But he's not going to ruin that for me, because I've been wanting to go back, and now that I've gone back, I want to go back again. I'm already trying to plan another trip. You know, first I said I was going to go New Year's Eve, but then I looked at the rates, and then it's hard to, you know, they want you to stay more than one night. So then I'm looking again, maybe before Thanksgiving. And, you know, I won't be able to stay long. I can't with Billy. You know, I just can't leave him more than a night right now. I don't even want to go 2 nights now. So we could go and stay. I want to go to Dollywood during Christmas. It's something I wanted to do for a couple of years now. So that's kind of what I want to do, is I want to go to Dollywood and see Christmas. You know, everything that's going on there. So we'll go on from that. We'll move on and say he can ruin. Well, he didn't really ruin. I didn't ever really. I mean, let me put it to you this way. The McCafe coffee from McDonald's is okay, but it's not going to be my choice unless it's on sale. Now, I have a Keurig, so that's what I use. And unless it's on sale for really cheap, I don't buy it. Y'all know I like the Francisco coffee that I order from Walmart. I also am drinking anything hazelnut right now. I am in love with hazelnut coffee right now for some reason. So right now I'm drinking the New England blend hazelnut coffee. It's excellent. It was on sale, and then I saw this weekend at Marshall's, I bought the Green Mountain blend, who is the same people who make the McCafe, or McAfee coffee, as he puts it. So anyway, that's what I did. All right, now, I bought me some yoga blocks off of Amazon. This is one of them. And I've been using it to balance. Trying to improve my balance. And also, I've been watching a chiropractor on Instagram, and he's been giving me all day ideas with the block on what to do to, you know, help your pain and stuff like that. So that's the reason I bought them. Okay, so I only need one here at work and one at home. I don't need both of them together to do what I want to do with them. So I thought on break, I'd work on my balance. So that's why I have my yoga block. Does any of you use a yoga block? Let me know in the comments. Okay, makeup today. I did totally different makeup today. I am wearing Estee Lauder Double Wear. Not worn it, and I don't know when. I couldn't tell you the last time I wore this. The one I wear is Warm Vanilla. I do have Tawny Beige, but it's just a little bit too dark right now. My skin has been burning this weekend. I think that I have gone overboard with the PRDN serum products. Talking about Medicube and Regeron. I think I've gone overboard with them, mixing it with, I'm not using Retin-A, but I'm using the Naturium retinaldehyde. I think I went overboard Friday night with it, because I haven't been using any Retin-A, and I thought, well, I need to. And I just, although it was starting to get a little irritated anyway, so I think that PDRN or PRDN, I'm sorry, I'm getting the letters confused probably, is good. But it's also turning the skin over. So I would never mix it with Retin-A. You know, if you bought that, make sure you're not mixing it with Retin-A. I know my skin can be sensitive at times, but I'm glad I wasn't using the full strength Retin-A and using it with it, because either I didn't wait long enough or they just don't mix. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to do it again. I learned my lesson, because I got big red patches right here. My eyes have got the little thing here. So anyway, that's all I got to say today. I'm going to go. I hope y'all have a great day, and y'all be good. Take care. Enjoy your Monday, and I love you. See ya. Love you. Bye.